perreo sola. Ey. Yo perreo sola. Perreo sola.
Good morning and welcome to Sunup on 7. My name is Renata Samuels-Card.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin Mendes. Welcome to your Monday episode. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata and I into your space and starting your day and your week with us. Ren, let's tease them what can they expect on today's show.
Excitement is coming along the way because do I hear beef? Do I hear Jules coming in hot on the couch with a range of different topics to dive into? But we also have a jam-packed show, starting with we're having the Baseball Federation coming to talk about what they've been up to, of course, how you can support and all the good stuff. You want to give them anything else? You just have
Of course, because we have a packed show. So two more things. If you're a dream builder looking, getting a life coach, connecting with other people, today we're going to be having that great conversation with Wayne Woody. But we also have BTB joining us to talk about El Cayo Festival. Stay tuned for that
So
event.
all that and so much more. You know how this works. Put your comments in the comment section. Make it live, interactive, fun, judge, and respectful, of course.
Yes.
Now we go to the couch.
Let's do it.
The couch we go.
Ahora yo picheo. Antes tú no querías. Ahora yo no quiero. No, tranqui. Yo perreo sola. Ey. Yo perreo sola. Perreo
I've come to find that the truth isn't what we were told. So where
to everybody on Sunup.
do I seek the answer that's worth looking for today? Just in time,
And he's here to talk to us
the
about
writing appears on
the
the
show that we're on
wall.
right now. Tell me,
You
this
and
one you're afraid.
I were the first ones to see
And we're going to be talking about the hush hush that has been
the
happening
world
with
that
the
we see
So
may
far.
seem that it'll never change. They say, but if you tear down the wall that's blinding us all, you see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can go. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all.
Muy buenos dias, my beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome to your Monday episode. It's October 20th. Once more, thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space if you're watching via Facebook, YouTube, or cable TV. Good morning. We're very excited about today's episode. Let's start with by having a look at the weather, courtesy of the Belize Met Service.
A good morning, Belize. The latest radar, satellite, and surface observation showed that skies were mostly cloudy, with a few showers and thunderstorms observed mainly over central and northern coastal areas. Relatively moist and unstable conditions prevail. The 24-hour forecast, cloudy with sunny breaks today and cloudy at times tonight. A few showers, thunderstorms, and periods of rain will likely continue over the country today, especially over coastal, central, and northern areas. Then, shower activity will decrease this evening and redevelop mainly over southern and some coastal areas later tonight. The maximum temperatures for today will reach 87 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 92 inland, and 82 up in the hills. The low temperatures for tonight will be around 78 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 73 inland, and 68 up in the hills. The winds from the open sea will be from the east-northeast at 5 to 10 knots, and the sea conditions will be slight. A high tide will occur this morning at 9:28, followed by a low tide this evening at 3:17, another high tide tonight at 9:06, and another low tide early tomorrow morning at 4:02. The sun rose this morning at 5:47 and will set this evening at 5:27. The moon will set this evening at 4:55 and will rise early tomorrow morning at 5:49. The outlook: similar weather conditions are possible over the country for Tuesday and Tuesday night. In the tropical weather outlook, a tropical wave located over the eastern Caribbean Sea, a few hundred miles west of the Windward Islands, is producing a large area of poorly organized showers and thunderstorms. Gradual development of the system is likely over the central Caribbean Sea by the middle or latter parts of this week. This system does not pose an immediate threat to Belize, but we at the National Met Service will continue to closely monitor its progression. For a review of our forecast and other products, please visit our website at nms.gov.bz. With that, we end this morning's forecast from the Belize National Met Service.
Sunup and 7 family, welcome back to your Monday episode. We have a fresh serving of beef, courtesy of Jules today. Jules, good morning. Welcome to our couch.
I thank you very much. It's I think I'm fitting in
Very
with the
well.
Halloween theme.
Halloween.
No mask required.
No
I
mask
feel like you
required.
needed a wig though, like a
Yeah,
nice wig.
I think I'll work towards
Because
it.
you're wearing blue, it should be like a nice red one to make your eyes
I was
pop.
thinking about red too.
Yeah,
A red?
exactly. Like I think a red one would make your eyes.
Okay, I'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
Yeah,
okay?
I'll work on it.
It doesn't have
Look
to be
forward to that
like
next
a bob
week.
would be nice because I
A
feel like
bob,
it
a
would,
red
shape
bob.
your face better.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah,
That is
yeah,
a good one.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
a good one.
I can picture it.
Yeah,
But
see,
Jules,
exactly.
how are you serving the beef today? That's a question from
You know,
Jules.
it's gonna be carpaccio. It'll be like not even cooked. It's
Sweet.
just not, no, it's good. It's thin, red slices, not burnt. I won't.
You're not gonna overdo it.
I'm not gonna overdo it.
You know,
I'm just gonna sear it.
just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you know, if we had a pressure test and everything. For
Okay,
sure.
full disclosure, a very kind viewer slash fan, she gifted me, she lives in the US, very good friend, she gifted me a blood pressure monitor. I haven't brought it out yet, but it's in the new season. It's coming out in the new season.
Okay.
And we will do the blood pressure. So, and it's a great one, very modern,
On the
American
wrist,
stuff.
right?
Thanks so much.
Really
to,
nice. I
What?
tested it out with him and everything.
Yes.
You know. I have pictures. So in the case it doesn't come out in the new season, I will. post
It's
the
coming
picture.
out in the new season. That's to look forward to. Live blood pressure testing.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're like working in the health system, you have to do like consecutive checks. So like let's say for like the next 4 Mondays, you would check it just to know what's your average blood temperature. Because people might say, oh, it's up today, and they might say you're hypertensive, but no, it was just
Yeah,
the
just
beef.
like
So they need to
stress.
take it like 4 days, four shows consecutively. So we
Okay,
will.
that might be a bit much. but yes, I received a very a kind gift. So yeah,
Jules. So let's get started with
Let's
the beef.
dive into this,
Flip it, Red.
Jules. Let's flip it
Put it
around.
on the grill.
So I think everybody has been looking and waiting, concerned, just trying to figure out about what's happening from. We saw that there was a posting with the cabinet that they were going to be discussing about trying to acquire Fortis 33% shares as well as the 3 hydro dams too as well. And so let's talk a little bit about that, Jules. What is your opinion on these dams, and is it a good deal to be even getting all this in the first place?
okay. So it's final. It'll be, you know, the government has agreed to acquire it for a cost of 256 million. The two things, the shares for I think 36 million or 34, and then the dams for 224. So it'll be 256 total.
Total.
I think it's a good deal to acquire the dams. Let me explain. The hydro dams of Belize are one of the most rapacious, neo-colonialistic, neoliberal enterprises ever to be foisted upon our poor country. Let me explain. For 30 years, because it started in Moyahon in 1995, for 30 years, Belize has been, I'll try not to use emotive language, Belize has been exploited in a cruel neoliberal scheme to turn public utilities into private monopolies. This is the definition of neoliberalism. So, they use our precious Makal River. They inundate our precious Chiquibull forests. These things happen. They then harness the water from these rivers and they sell it to us for US dollars. So then we become importers of our own energy from our own river. More than that, they used the river for decades. And it started with a company called Dominion Energy, not Fortis. Went from Dominion Energy to Duke to Fortis in 2001. They took all this water from a river, sold it to us for US dollars. We had to pay. We were importing energy from Newfoundland. So it is to be praised. The government is to be praised for saying, no, we must own and control these dams. It is a shame that Fortis, after all these years of exploitation of Belize's precious natural resource, would even seek to, I understand we live in a capitalistic world, assets have value, but would even say, make we sell you this thing at anything close to market value. I'm told, or the Prime Minister said, I haven't seen the valuation, that an independent valuation was made and a small or a discount was received from that. They should give us a 90% discount for the tens of millions of dollars in hard currency they have made off our river. More than that, they have the right to all the rivers. They have the right to all the rivers in Belize to put up hydro dams. That was part of the original agreements given to them. So we can't tell somebody else, okay, you go build a dam in XYZ area. No. You have to get permission from the private multinational. It is really one of the... I understand the cost of expertise, the cost of investment. They were willing to, or they had the ability to undertake that in 1995 when it first started. I think it's 1995, 2005, 2010, the dams were built. However, the point I'm making is it was the perfect deal. You get the river for free. You don't pay a damn cent. One shining, you don't pay anything. For the use of our river, you sell it back to us. You are guaranteed a power purchase agreement with BL. You get tax-free, duty-free, GST-free, tax on dividends free, all taxes free. I try not to use this word, but it is one of the most rapacious, neoliberalistic, neo-colonialistic schemes ever imposed on Belize, and these people should give us an apology. They never will, I understand, that's not their nature. And say, listen, we're pumping for 30 years. See there, I'm giving you for 10% breads. That's not the case. I believe we're paying close to 90% of the independent evaluation value. And I understand the world is business, but it is something to be celebrated that these rapacious capitalists, exploiters are out of our country. They have made tens of millions off us. However, now we're at a critical crossroads. Will we replace Belizean oligarchs for these Canadian capitalists? Will we do that? What is the benefit to the Belizean people? How do we make sure that after enriching these Canadians in Newfoundland for 30 years, that we don't now just put a Belizean or moneyed Belizean interests in there and make them make that same money?
Yeah.
Because that's how governments usually think. What meaningful reform? I listened to the Prime Minister, his entire address on Friday. What meaningful reform? He did not mention anything, but what meaningful reform will be done to make power more affordable for Belizeans, to bring down the rates that the cost of power that Fortis and the dams have been charging to BL. No, I understand it's a balancing act because you don't want to turn these dams into unprofitable companies. They have a very high cost of maintenance.
Yes.
I understand that. And I understand that the government has wisely removed the annual 1.5% increase, right? Which I think amounts to, they say 46 million over the life of the contract. Yes. However, we need to know that it will have a benefit for regular Belizean ratepayers and Belizeans who may want to invest. These are highly profitable utilities. The public interest should stand to benefit. I believe Social Security will invest substantially. That's a good thing. It's a great investment. Energy is a good thing. However, we have to note at the same time that Belize, according to our national determined contribution, which we submit to the United Nations, Belize is facing an era of drought. We're in a climate change cycle. Precipitation patterns, we put that precipitation patterns are expected to shift with a decrease in mean annual rainfall. And I think we have the graph showing how the productivity of the dams has been going down. And if we can show that, it's the one in black, right? So you can see that it crashed in 2019 due to drought, 72% decline in production. But you can see it against the trend from 2017 has been continually going down, right? That's the one in black.
Yeah.
And CFE is the one in purple, or the amount we buy from them. So it's continuously going down, right? So our national determined contribution say may increase in certain particular near this reduction in rainfall will increase the risk of prolonged droughts, especially in northern and central regions. These dams are in central. While the frequency of torrential rain is expected to rise. Belize is also expected to experience a decrease in annual precipitation, with models forecasting a reduction of 3.8% in the next 25 years. This reduction will intensify seasonal differences with longer dry season. I'm just saying that Belize's freshwater availability will be severely impacted by climate change. Increased competition for water resources is expected as drought conditions worsen. This is the official position of Belize that we have put forward on the national determined contributions. So do we have to look at this? Should we look at it as an impaired asset?
Right.
Yes, it's money making, I agree, and we don't have enough, as much power as they can create can be sold. Awesome. However, we have to make sure that Belize stands to benefit from this. We are going into an era of drought. Yes, Fortis sold because they're pulling out of the Caribbean, Turks and Caicos, Cayman, etc. However, they also had hydro assets which are facing a time of drought. So we have to understand that when we're assessing the price that the government has paid, because it's taxpayers paying it, right?
Yes.
It's from public funds. Yes, they plan to sell it, etc. We have to see how that goes. But I'm saying that how will we make sure there is a benefit for Belizeans in it? It's a complicated question, and we have to realize that the long and sorry history of these dams, of the owners of these dams exploiting Belize. There was a take or pay clause in the original agreement, one remembers, from 1993. The way these dams have taken tens of millions of dollars out of Belize can never be recouped, in my opinion. Forgive my harsh words. It is a crime against Belize that our leaders from 1995 have allowed foreigners to perpetrate upon us. So we have to keep a very close eye on where it goes from here, because people, private individuals, will want to make money off of this. Remember also a critical feature. On April 3rd, 2036, the ownership of the Moyahon Dam is supposed to go back to the people of Belize for $1. That is a critical fact. So what happens? Is the government going to remove that and say that, well, it should remain in private hands? That is a complicated question. That's only 11 years away.
Yeah.
And that was a built-in feature, so that after this is how it was conceived in 1995. After we done pump, and depreciate this asset completely, but we don't clean out on a river and monetize your natural resource off of your head for all the years, when I get it for $1. Will the government maintain that? That it go, and if they do maintain that, then you only bought 2 dams.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a legitimate question. The other legitimate question is, will the new companies retain, or Hydro Belize as it's now called, will it retain ownership and sole dominion over the rivers of Belize, and will that be conferred to the new private owners? So these are complicated questions that the Prime Minister did not answer. So there's a lot to answer going forward, but let's move on.
That's true. It would also be interesting to know if this is part of an energy diversification project, right? Because we cannot solely depend on hydroelectric power, considering the drought.
We can't.
Also, like the lifespan of a dam, right? So it's like, are they thinking about other areas to ensure that we still have energy in the country?
Well,
that was not
we know they're
really
thinking
sure.
about solar energy. That solar is a big push, but solar is not, as they say, firm energy. I don't know. It's complicated going forward, but obviously solar energy is a big push now, because we go from a time of abundant rain, abundant water resources, to a time of drought. And that's when solar becomes more viable.
Yeah. Jules, now let's talk about the Prime Minister being dodgy on the due diligence.
Yeah, so I'm saying the Prime Minister didn't answer a lot of questions on Friday. But when will we ask him those questions? Those are, like, I don't ask him, what happens in 2036? What are you going to do? Are you going to hand over Moyahon to the people of Belize, as was agreed, for $1? Are you going to do that? But you can't ask him nothing, because, I'm remaining calm, but he likes to pretend. He likes to misrepresent and misspeak, prevaricate. When he says, I am available to the press. You are not, sir. You are available to the press in snatches. When I got on the BTL the other day going to interview, we got a 9-minute interview before. He's too busy. He's the busiest man on earth. But he can be there for every pan we knock. Every pan we knock. Hello? Hi, everybody. He's there right there. But my point is that I went to BTL on Friday to ask him about due diligence, because one of the championing declarations about the acquisition of these dams is that they did due diligence. A company called NERA, N-E-R-A, and the expert Dr. Hearn came to Belize and valued these dams and said that, okay, the value is, I understand he said, 125 US, and we got it for 112. So we got a discount. That's what I understand he said. I haven't seen the valuation. But we accepting that evaluation is a fundamental part of due diligence. So I asked the Prime Minister, will due diligence, I had to ask him in a very convoluted way, because he had already indicated he's not answering any question on a matter of burning public interest that directly involves his family, his brother, who is his closest ally. He's intricately involved in the Prime Minister's political, governmental, and family affairs, family business. So I'm not asking if you ask a remote brother who lived in the States, or maybe I'm asking you to ask your business partner. And he refused to discuss the discussed BTL acquisition of SpeedNet.
Give it a number.
He gave me the number to call. He gave me the number to call. But I am not going to call Jaime Briceño because Jaime is not answerable. Jaime is a businessman. Yes, he's an ambassador. I understand that. An economic ambassador. Works for free, God bless him. But I am saying that it's the Prime Minister who is answerable on this. And his family, if this sale goes through, stands to benefit tens of millions of dollars in the sale, stands to gain tens of millions of dollars in the sale. So that is a legitimate question. He will not answer. This is the second or third time he's denied answering any questions on this, which is totally unacceptable. You are answerable. If you want to do this deal, it's a small price to pay. If your family stands to benefit tens of millions of dollars, it is a small but necessary price to pay that you answer to the public and say, here where it gone. Here what's the justification for this. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it makes great business sense. Explain it to us. Do not insult us with your deflections. But, so I asked the Prime Minister, will you do a due diligence? Just like you did for this utility. Just like they did many years ago for BTL when they had a dispute with Ashcroft. NERA did a very much referred to valuation of BTL in the Ashcroft acquisition, in the acquisition of the Ashcroft Alliance's shares or ownership. Will they do a due diligence? The Prime Minister refused to answer. No, he refuses to answer many things, so you have to put it in context. But I'm saying that it's simple enough that we can agree to a principle that due diligence is necessary, especially when purchasing these mega assets. What does due diligence mean? I am no expert, but it means that you get them books and you say, boy, how much customers you got? How much money you make? You make so much money off of data, so much money off of fixed internet, so much money off of phone calls. All right, you're making a profit? Yes, man. Make we figure out the price based on that. The public needs to be satisfied that if such an acquisition is made by a publicly owned utility, right? BTL is a publicly owned utility. If such an acquisition is made, that it is made for the benefit of the shareholders. Are you going to pay 70 million for customers? Right? I'm just saying these are legitimate questions that have to be raised, and that's what a due diligence report answers. Due diligence said the thing worth this. But I was shocked and surprised that the Prime Minister refused to even agree in principle that due diligence should be done. Because I'm hearing that it has not been done, and the thing they cook. So it's something that has to be watched closely. I continue to assail the Prime Minister for his lack of accountability, for not answering questions. These are big, enormous matters of state. These are handled in press conferences from Russia to Venezuela, and I'm naming countries with dubious records for democracy. These are countries where press conferences are held, but because of the Prime Minister's contempt and a total lack of understanding of how the press should work, right? That we are not public relations. He really stuck in this 1981 mindset that we got one state radio and none of it do public relations with the government of Belize. No, our job is to probe. Our job is to question some one of these actors in public life recently said Channel 7 is full of mischief makers. Yes! Yes! We make mischief. We make good trouble. That's our job.
Yeah.
That's our job, regrettably. I was born this way. I had no choice.
Yeah, her middle name is Trouble.
Her middle name is Trouble. I'm saying that yes, we are mischief makers. That's our job. So, uno de do all the thing there, speaking in the broadest general terms, all the questionable things that may happen at the highest level, but we are the troublemaker, right?
And we don't have to ask about it.
You're not fair ask about it. So I'm just saying, there really needs to be a mature understanding of how the press works. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Jules.
You know, maybe somebody
What's up?
that's a double doctor to the second degree could explain it to them and what due diligence is and what the media is
Oi.
Doctor.
to the second power.
Yeah.
To the second
Right, but before we get into that...
No, we could go to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Jules,
Oh,
that
man.
one, Kev. He wanted
This
that
is
one.
the...
Shine, doctor.
Shampoo. Doctor.
I'm really torn on this because,
Tell me.
you have an old philosophy that says be happy for any Belizean doing anything anywhere. We come from under the rock globally. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tribute Shine Barrow for his self-invention. As they say, he cut himself from whole cloth. He is one of one. We can never underestimate the significance of what he has accomplished, honestly. However, this chasing after wind, as the Bible put it, vanity of vanities. Shine is now, he has received a second honorary doctorate from Main Seed University in Florida, founded 2023. There he is, receiving the honor and giving a speech. Main Seed was founded right after COVID in 2023. It is not it's a Christian university from what I can tell. It is not one of the vaunted citadels of higher learning. It's not Harvard, it's not Yale. But this endless chasing after wind, vanity of vanities. Shine Barrow has another honorary doctorate. But I just want to say what I read on the web, because he got his first at University of Liberia, which I noted simultaneously announced that he gave a $50,000 US donation for a convocation hall. Put that, great. He's independently wealthy. Candidates say they never get no money election day, but he has a massive private fortune, as he likes to tell us. But if we can put, Mr. Denver, the thing from Main Seed University about their honorary doctorates, you will see that it says, and you can read that for me, Mr. Mendes. It says,
The following criteria should be considered when selecting individuals for honorary doctorate degrees. Exceptional contributions. Nominees must have demonstrated exceptional contributions to their field, society, or humanity at large. This may include outstanding achievements in academia, the arts, sciences, businesses, philanthropy, leadership, or other areas of endeavor. Typically, an investment, whether through financial support or leveraging your social influence, is required to ensure that the award remains impactful and beneficial to both you and the institution. Your investment towards the growth of MCU will help foster long-term partnership, support key university initiatives, and enhance our ability to continue providing valuable education opportunities to future generations.
So, the last part, right? When it says your investment towards the growth. I don't want to say it is a pay-to-play PhD. I don't want to say that.
What do you want to say instead?
I just want to say that it says upon the thing that you need for make one investment.
Yeah.
Right? It refers vaguely to social leverage, etc.
Remember,
But-
honor you have to invest, man. You say that one Hand wash hands.
You know, it's just really quite transparent when it says that by leveraging your social influence, whether through financial support or by leveraging your social influence, is required to ensure that it remains impactful. I don't know if he leveraged his social influence, but his investment to foster long-term partnership. I don't know what are the grounds on which
Right, what was the
he gained this prestigious honorary doctorate. But it seems, according to the criteria for selection, it seems that you have to make some contribution.
You could also nominate yourself too.
Are you able to nominate yourself? Well, he would be the one, but I'm saying that you know, when we see people in these vain pursuits, like, bro, there's nothing that will make us say that you are a doctor. You are great. What you have accomplished is singular. But like this insistence on the Honorable Dr. Sharon Barrow, it's just, you know, whenever we see people so fixated on titles and honorifics, it makes us wonder what is really there. Is there anything there, or just I don't want to psychoanalyze, but I'm just saying it appears slightly transparent, slightly hollow, but we're going to call him now Doctor. I think he's the most honored Belizean in history. Right? Anyway.
I feel like the man get appreciated more and honored over so as compared to Belize. He's not giving no doctor.
Maybe he's not making enough contributions.
Exactly.
Just need to make that investment.
Yeah.
A good man is never honored in his own country, so Bob Marley say. But you know,
Yeah.
I respect to him for his ability to, you know, he's launching a project. I see the work with Jermaine Dupree. Like, maximum respect to that. You know what it is with 25 years later, anybody put any money behind you in hip-hop, which is a young man's game.
Yeah.
Respect to that, like real respect to that. But at the same time, like, why you ain't getting a doctorate from me and Seed University? Like, you know, it's just this constant chasing after wind. Anyway,
Jules.
may the wind be at his back.
Yeah. So let's talk about this big news, Jules, that Belize is now a safe third country.
Well, I think that the foreign minister said that they're still finalizing, the details of the agreement. But, you know, every Central American country has one. Panama, Costa Rica, except for Nicaragua, which is not cooperative with the U.S. Costa Rica, Honduras, El Salvador, Belize. And the Guatemalans receive more than anyone. We had no choice. I understand. You know, the foreign minister framed it in a very specific way, that you know, Belize has been a country that has always welcomed persons seeking asylum, and that, you know, we have obligations. The issue is that with Mr. Trump, with President Trump's administration, they seek to use safe third countries as a dumping ground for undesirables. And it's for people or peoples who come from countries that they have a problematic relationship with, Venezuela, China, Afghanistan, other countries. I'm just saying, it's a complicated situation Belize finds itself in, because we can't afford to say that we are not with the Imperium or we oppose the Imperium. So I believe Belize had very little choice in the matter. I see the foreign minister say that, you know, they tried to frame it in a very specific way. I think he made mention of no unaccompanied minors. I believe he said that. But that we tried to frame it as tightly as possible. However, we have to understand that our partner in this is not seeking a safe third country in the best interest of the asylum seekers. They are seeking to dump these asylum seekers.
I don't want to that your problem.
Because they're anti-immigration. They're anti-immigration, right? So, you know, when we look at the entire the state of the entire region, obviously America has an outsized influence on everything, but so much of the violence that we live with is created by narco-violence. It's narco-violence. We all live under the threat of it. You all in the north are feeling it more than ever, right? That it's right across in Chetomal, right? Or it's right in the free zone. And all these things are about funneling drugs to the United States, right? We see these attacks on vessels in the Caribbean Sea by the U.S.
Yeah.
I think 6 or 7 now. It's all because of the North America's insatiability for drugs, for cocaine, for other drugs. Right? And, it's like, it's a really complicated situation Belize finds itself in. And I don't think that they have much of a choice. I know that many Belizeans are not comfortable with it, to see Belize as a safe third country for the U.S. But I think we were powerless to resist, lamentable though it may be. We just have to make sure that in the event Belize is used, we are a country with very little infrastructure compared to our neighbors. We are a small country. We have to make sure that the economic support is there as well. But ultimately, America doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right? Like, UNO just handle this, and it.
Definitely.
So I hope that when it starts to happen, that it's manageable, and that our international partners keep in mind that we are a small country with very little infrastructure to absorb large numbers of immigrants. The history of Belize is a history of immigration, and especially post-independence, with war in Central America, right? That has completely changed the makeup of the population of Belize. The large influx of Central American immigrants. They coexist. Their children are our classmates, and we all are one. We accept that. But every time these things happen, it has a consequential effect on the very limited resources we have for education, for infrastructure. We're a country under pressure, a small country, but under pressure. Everything is under pressure right now, as it is in the world.
Yeah.
But, I just feel that we didn't have a choice.
Right.
And we just have to make of it as best as
For
possible.
me, like it sticks out in condoning the human rights violations of people, right? Because, as you mentioned, this safe third country is just like dumping undesirable folks that they want in the U.S. So it's Belize is also condoning the human rights violations that's transpiring in the U.S. So that does not look good at a global level too. So
It does not.
How are you going to say Belizeans have human rights when you're saying, hey, Trump, you can go ahead and violate those people and send them over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It puts us in a terrible position.
Yeah.
But we are powerless to resist.
Yeah, I wonder.
Money for community
Yeah, because
investment.
because Bukele also said like they're going to charge the U.S. for everybody that they send over to their prisons. I wonder if there's going to be any kind of monetary exchange or financial exchange for people that are going to be sent here too. That's going to be interesting to know.
Yes, well, there has to be a
there has to
financial
be-
component.
There has to be.
There has to be.
But I'm not sure it's something that's a long off financial component. It might be a one-hit thing where they give you some funds, where it's like I'm gonna give you like $2,000, and the person's supposed to figure out lodging and try to figure out how they're gonna get from there. And then of course it's gonna be that person that's gonna try to see how that they can integrate into this country too as well. So there's a lot more questions than answers for it.
Definitely.
But are we negotiating?
Yeah, Jules, we have one last
How we
topic, and this is, I think this is the garnish on the beef, and this is talking about how Belize's volleyball dominance.
Yes, so I just want to get my stats here. Belize beat Guatemala on Saturday night, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about, do we have the picture of the team? Can we send that in? So these are the Central American Championships, I believe. I just want to get my stuff
Your stats
correct.
together,
Yes, so the Belize girls won at the Central American Games, 3-2 versus Guatemala. We have the picture. This was Saturday night. So the Guatemalans haven't beat us in volleyball since 2018, right? So Belize has emerged as a dominant country.
It is.
Now, that was just the start of the tournament, but now we've beat Honduras 3-1, Guatemala 3-2, we beat Panama 3-0. So Belize has qualified to the semifinals, and we lead our group to meet the number 2 seed from the other group, which I believe is now Nicaragua.
Look at that.
Yes.
Right? So I'm just saying, but there's such, there's not enough praise we can give for the dominance that Belize has established in volleyball.
That is true.
And it's a model to be emulated. It's not a miracle that happened. It is just the harnessing of available existing Belizean talent. Primarily, praise again, Lupita Kwan, and her independent vision of just give people a chance of training and a chance of playing without any bureaucracy or without the usual GOB. It takes a village to create a champion, but it also creates a leader with vision, and that is Lupita Kwan, and maximum respect to her.
Definitely.
Right? Obviously, everybody contributes, parents, Sports Council, Belize Olympic, but it is the vision to create a hassle-free environment that you don't have to deal with the ministry or the Sports Council. They are not the primary point of organization.
Yeah.
Obviously, these entities, and I know they're trying to reform it, but these entities over a long period of time have neglected to develop sports because it's just a lot of bureaucracy. So anyway, we don't want to criticize. We want to praise, respect to these girls. So we will play Nicaragua in the semifinals, and we'll see where we go with that.
Yeah, the men's volleyball team is also doing really good. The female team, they also won the Kodi Kader championship a couple weeks ago. So definitely they're doing really, really well in the volleyball scene.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's so we can do this in every sport.
Yeah.
We can do it in every sport. Belize can do it in every sport. Victor, would you switch on the NDI for me so that we can show up close all the very special things they have? Are you able to put it on? I don't know if he can see it. Yeah?
Oh.
Okay, there we are. Yeah.
We got cups?
Yeah. There we
Get
are.
deep in there.
Yes.
Yes, we got to say thanks to Evandale Baptist,
Yeah.
Evandale
The
Creations,
personalized cup.
personalizing some cups for Sunup on 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. All
The
right.
coaster
Yeah.
too as well, Jules.
Coaster
Oh,
and
my.
all, yeah.
All right.
We got some love.
All right.
Definitely.
Things that happen.
Wow.
It takes a community to make things work, Jules.
It does.
Yeah.
So you agree that beef was slow and low?
Yeah. Nobody's
Hold
choking.
the cup for me. Yeah. Victor, are you able to see it? Yeah, there we are. Very cool, very
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
And then we have all the Halloween elements. All right. Good. Slow and low.
Slow and low, very
I
good.
feel like you went crazy this time.
But
you know what?
So now you're admitting that I do go crazy. All right.
You do.
Thanks for telling
there's
me.
Always that random slap off the arm.
Yes, I didn't. I remain calm. This is the new me.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
This
of
is
you.
the new me. This
who
is the new
he?
me.
Who is he? There's one moment that he had to breathe. Remember?
Yes, I did breathe.
There
I
was
did
one
breathe,
moment.
but I kept calm.
I feel like-
And I discussed shine without being triggered.
I know.
Yo, man, I got another doctorate, man.
Doctor,
They call me doctor.
So now you can go on one of these tracks, maybe, or maybe you need to get a doctorate to go on the track too as well.
So,
You could
but
be featured.
what's that?
You could be featured on his next track, maybe, if you get a doctorate.
Yeah, you know, on the new tour, I'm gonna be his hype man. Shampoo. Breaking down all the door.
There you go.
Hey, but
That's a good start.
you were right. I'm sorry we neglected the male volleyball.
Yes,
and they're doing very well too. My bad. Yeah.
That's okay.
So we want to really big them up.
This is a double semifinals. So the Belize national volleyball team just stormed into the semifinals with a 4-set win over El Salvador too as well. This happened
Amazing.
yesterday. So just throwing that out there. They have
Very important.
one with Nicaragua. This is supposed to be happening today, if I'm not mistaken, at 8 p.m. So we're gonna see how that all unfolds. But I think, guys, if you're looking for some updates, you can also go on BK Sports Group. They're always posting it, or the Belize Volleyball Association's Facebook page too as well to see what's posting. But let's support our athletes.
Belizean exceptionalism.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Exceptionalism.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Big time.
Yeah. So with that, we come to the end of the beef, and we have a beautiful sunrise to share with you. So let's cue that in.
And we do also have to do two things.
The birthday shout
The
out.
birthday shout out, we have to also say Happy Diwali too as well.
Okay.
Diwali Day,
Yes, Happy
'cause
Diwali.
We have to celebrate that and remind people of those that do celebrate it and showcase, the festival of lights and the brightness that shines through for this amazing
Definitely.
time for them. So Happy Diwali to all of those that celebrate. And then, of course, the birthday shout outs. I have two birthday I have a belated and a today shout out to
Okay,
as well.
okay.
So whichever picture they show first or whatever it is goes along with it. But I want to do a big happiest birthday to my Uncle Dwight. Oh, okay. My Aunt Phyllis is her birthday was last week, and so I'm giving her a happy belated birthday too as well. May this new chapter be filled with all of the adventures and happiness and peace and prosperity and love that your heart can even contain. And then this is my uncle, Uncle Dwight. Happy blessed birthday to you, Uncle. May you be filled with all of the love and laughter and light that comes with this new chapter, with good health and good wealth. And then we have a next birthday shout out for this darling little girl too as well that we have to do the big up for. And this is for Katie Ann Stain, and her birthday is today. And so her parents want to do a big shout out. This is from Mom and Dad. They're big fans of the show too as well. She's turning 11, and we're just hoping that her day is filled with laughter, adventure, all her favorite things. She brings so much joy around her family and everything. And here's another year of growth, learning, and making unforgettable memories. So blessed birthday for you, Katie. Or Katie Ann, because I like when they have the lead fancy shanshing. So yeah, just like that,
Okay.
we've come to...
All right.
I love how Jules, I just put the lead camera on. He's like, he's
That's
doing the
my dream.
fanboy. He's doing the fanboy moment. Like,
That's
he's like
my
there.
dream.
You should see him, guys. He's
That's
so
my dream, to
adorable.
exist in your shadow.
And then I can't wait. The next time we see you, it should be like with the wig and everything, the bob.
Yeah, I'll be here with that next week. Count on it, yeah?
Count on it.
And the
Okay.
blood pressure meter. It's out.
We already have a wig donation, by the way.
We have a big donation.
Yeah.
Not my libody, suck it tea.
But let's cue in the sunrise.
Yes, we do have
Yeah.
a beautiful sunrise to showcase for you guys. And this is courtesy of Michelle Samson too as well. Thank you so much for this submission. It's very beautiful, the dramatic skies. We're feeling it. And with that, guys, we go to our first commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hi, have you heard about the expungement of criminal records? Well, as of August 1st, 2024, the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act allows for you to apply to have certain criminal charges permanently erased from your record. Isn't that amazing?
So, what makes you eligible to apply for expungement? The offense must qualify for expungement based on Schedule 2 and 3 of the law. You must meet the applicable rehabilitation period. This is the time period you must wait before you can apply. The applicant must not have any outstanding matters or have had any other convictions during the rehabilitation period. You can qualify for automatic expungement for certain first-time drug offenses, as well as COVID-related offenses. So, what are the benefits of expungement? Well, it broadens employment and educational opportunities that a criminal record would normally hinder.
It gives you a peace of mind, away from the stigma of having a criminal conviction, and provides you with access to services that may be otherwise restricted.
If you have a past criminal conviction, here's what you can do to get it expunged. First, verify if you qualify for expungement. Then, prepare the application package. Each package consists of 2 forms. Applications are available countrywide. You then make a non-refundable payment of $100 at your nearest Treasury Department and finally submit the package and payment receipt to any Ministry of Human Development office countrywide. Note, applicants will receive a notification within 90 days to see if their application was approved or denied. So, if you are interested, visit any Human Development office countrywide, any magistrate court, or the Ministry of Home Affairs office in Belmopan. For more information, you can call 227-2716 or you can WhatsApp 613-0343.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Say hello to the new Fawee Bolito app. Your favorite game is now in the palm of your hands. Buy your Bolito jackpot and lottery tickets anytime, anywhere, right from your phone. Payments? Easy. It's all done with DigiWallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Win big? You'll know right away. Get instant in-app notifications and even SMS alert if there's an issue with your payout. Collect your winnings your way, straight to your DigiWallet or any bank account. And if you've got lucky numbers, no need to type them every day. Just hit repurchase and you're good to go. The Fawee Bolito app. Easy, fast, and all about you. Download today and play your way.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years. Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the...
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shireen Halsell,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm in Crack.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Muy buenos dias, my beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome back to your Monday episode. Just before the commercial break, we had a great conversation with Jules on your Monday Morning Beef. If you missed it, you can always go back and watch the recorded Facebook Live, and we definitely encourage you to stay tuned to our Facebook and Instagram pages to know who our guests and what conversations they bring forward to Sunup on 7. Move on to a very exciting conversation with life coach Wayne Moody and Lloyd Godoy, who's joining us via Zoom, because we have something great to talk about. We're going to talk about the Sankofa Mastermind Summit 2025. Before we get into that, Wayne, how are you doing today? As you always start, what are you grateful for today?
Yeah, good question.
I am happy and grateful for the breath that I'm breathing.
You know, every one of us, it's the same source breeding us. No matter what religion, no matter what orientation, it's one source breeding us, and that is the source of life.
Yeah.
So I'm happy and grateful that I'm breathing. And one of my clients in LA said, I woke up this morning and I found out my oxygen bill was paid.
Look at that. Yes. And soon they might charge you for it.
Well, you know what?
How
You
this
know what?
capitalistic society is going, they might. Yeah.
Listen, but I just want to ask, as we start, you know, there's a practice is, you know, from our African heritage that we evoke whatever we're going to do by asking our ancestors permission. And I asked my ancestors permission this morning, and those who are gone and those who are here, ancestors like Sir Caldwell, Mr. Vernon Card, these are people who have been elders of me and my father and my mother. So I evoke this session by asking our ancestors permission, and we can proceed.
Very well. Thank you. So let's start by doing a catch-up since the last time you were here. You know, you brought a friend, I think, from California to talk about, you know, his role that he's doing. Eventually he's going to come back and do like feeding programs and things
That is Walter in Houston.
In Houston, there
right.
we go.
And, you know, the strange thing is that before they got here, they actually had drove from Houston to Fort Lauderdale, shipped the container.
Okay.
And we were supposed to disperse the container, and when the container got here, we couldn't really clear it. And even now we're waiting for some funds to actually clear it. But the way the system works, you got to pay your taxes. So, but I would hope that someone would say, hey, let's help, because in COVID, early COVID, you know, Futagongor, he works with a lot of the youth in the city, and Joseph Card and a young man by the name of Christopher LeBen. We created a nonprofit called GO, G-O-E. It stands for God Ordained and Established. And we're still hoping that we could disperse the stuff to the community, because we're about getting things to where they really are needed. So, but yes, that was the last time, and the last time you weren't a client of mine, but now you are a client of mine.
That is true. That is true. I am a client of yours. And it's been a...
There's a change.
There is a change, definitely. Definitely. We are not the same person we were yesterday.
No.
There's one thing.
Yes.
Yeah, you're always improving and we're always growing and showing up better than what we... But, yeah.
I mean, who I was yesterday is not who I'm at today. And who I'm going to be tomorrow is not going to be who I am today. And whether you're going to be doing it intentionally or by default, you got to be intention. I got to make sure that tomorrow when I show up, it's a better version of me.
Definitely.
So on that same note, let's dive into the conference, and for people to understand what this conference is coming from, and so that they can be able to be hooked in and tell friends too as well.
Well, you know, in 2019, I became a life coach. And it's been 6 years. 6 years, we're going into my 7th year. Next year is going to be my year to rest and reset. But when I started, I moved to Hawaii, and in Hawaii, I had my first virtual summit. It was the weekend after Thanksgiving, the Monday.
Okay.
And I've been doing a virtual summit since 2020. And I told my clients in 2023 that 2024 was going to be the last virtual, because the first in-person is in Belize. So in 2023, I started the preparation, and I remember I'd gotten in touch with one of my former students, the Minister of Tourism. And when I spoke to him, he said, man, whatever you're going to do, make sure you do it the best, because we want to make sure that when people come, they're experiencing the best. So the vision is that my clients in Belize and clients from abroad are going to be in Belize for the first in-person summit. It's not just going to be a day. It starts with, actually, we have partnered with Miss Smiling from the museum here in Belize.
Yes, yes.
And the Wednesday before to the Wednesday after, there's an art exhibition open at one of the museums. So it's all encompassing, because I have a few clients that are artists.
Okay.
And then on the Saturday, that's when all road leads to the Biltmore.
Nice.
Quite a few Belizean clients and some American clients coming in. And actually, I have 2 clients, one in India and Nigeria. I'm hoping that they can come too. But my scope of work has been global. So the summit is actually going to be an opportunity for me to support, empower, because that's what I do every year. Pull my clients together and support them going into the next phase of their becoming. So this theme the theme of the summit is Dream Builders, Giant Slayers. And if there are giants today, there are many giants today in the land and the world. And the only way you're going to slay them is, a part of it is how you see yourself. How you see yourself is determined how you're going to deal with the obstacles that you're facing. And if I see myself like a grasshopper, that's how I'm going to be acting. But if I see myself as a giant slayer, then bring on the giants and I'm going to slay them. But the summit is going to be amazing. The Saturday folks come in, and in conjunction with the summit, there's a young man that was here in July, and he did a search for DJs. I don't know if you remember.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So Dina is coming back as a part of the summit. He's actually going to be doing the signing of some of these young men for their dream.
Okay.
And they're actually going to be getting opportunity to work on cruise ships. And again, you know, nothing like a dream come true. And what I do as a dream builder coach is coach people to see their dreams become a reality. I'm serving. I'm a minister of transformation. So this summit is going to be amazing, and it's going to be a cultural experience because in Belize, we want them to get the Creole and the Mestizo experience. And then the Sunday afternoon after the expo is going to be at Biltmore. It's like a, you know, when you have an open day.
Yeah.
So my clients are going to be showing what they've been creating. Dr. Marfield, he's in Belmopan. He's an amazing doctor. His dream is to create a health and wellness center in the nation. Not about pharmaceutical, but about health and healing. And he's created his virtual vision, and people are going to see what he wants to create. And I really want to give him kudos because he's starting with what he have right where he is. He has a little piece of land right now, but he's envisioning having a center where you can be healed. He's done so much work reference to helping people with diabetes and all the major illnesses that we deal with in this country. So, but the summit is going to be all of this and more because we go down to Dangriga and Hopkins, and the evening off, we're going to have a fashion show on the beach. And while in Hopkins Bay, we'll experience the Garifuna and the Mayan culture. So all this is all encompassing, and by the time we're finished leaving on the 2nd of December, everybody's going to be asking, when can we come again?
Yeah, that's the vision. That's the goal.
And
Getting everybody excited for the next time.
That's how it starts. Everything begins with a thought.
Yeah.
This show, it's a thought.
Yeah.
The life that you're living, whether you're going to be living it intentionally or unintentionally, because our thoughts are expressed in what is happening in our lives today. All that we're seeing is because of the way we're thinking.
Most definitely.
I mean, think of what we see in America is because of the way people are thinking. Think about what we're seeing in Belize is because of the way we're thinking. You know, I was away for over 20 years, and when I came back, I was so happy and celebration because Belize has developed a lot infrastructurally, buildings, but where we've not really changed is in our thinking. Because unless our thinking change, we will not change. And this summit is about mindset change, and I'm so happy that, I mean, when I was here the last time, you were you were hosting, but you're host and guest as a dream builder.
Definitely. Who we also have as a guest is Lloyd that's on Zoom. Lloyd, good morning. How are you doing today? How is your energy?
Are you hearing us?
Right now, we're gonna
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hi, good morning, guys. What a pleasure it is to be at home, but not at home.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
where are you tuned in from?
Huh?
Where are you tuned in from?
I'm tuning in from Antioch, California, which is Northern Cal, like near San Francisco.
Okay. Very well.
Yeah, it's really nice out here. It's kind of like being at home because the community is filled with so many activities. Well, the home that I left, when I left Belize, you know, there were so many activities for youths and adults to do, whether it's music, whether it's sports, fishing, everything. Nature. I just love nature, period. I mean, we come from the Caribbean, right? The jewel of the Caribbean. So, yeah, this reminds me of that.
I love it. Lloyd, so let's get to know you a bit better. So we know that you're an artist. Can you give us some details about like what kind of art do you do, and how are you going to be contributing to the upcoming Sankofa Mastermind Summit?
Okay. I am very dynamic when it comes to art. Right now, what I do is create T-shirts and hoodies. Folks may look at it like, oh, it's just T-shirts and hoodies, but what happens is folks have ideas inside of them that they want to bring to life, but they may not have all of the details. So what I do is I sit down with them, I do a session, and we create, we gather the details, and then we create something, and then we put it on the shirt or the hoodie, crew neck sweaters, whatever. So dealing with business, events, memorials, when someone passed away, things like that. So for this mindset, um, I'm sorry, did you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, continue.
Okay. So for the Sankofa mindset, what I'm giving back is art. Because being out here, I realize that we as Belizeans are very different. Oh my gosh, like I get asked whenever I'm interacting with folks, they're like, "Oh, you're so mannerly." There's just an obvious difference. And then when I sat down with Wayne, what happened was we were able to kind of focus my attention towards understanding being present, right? Nothing happens by accident. And so when I put all of that together with the art, I want to give back to the country to help raise their awareness that we come from greatness. And it's important that we know that because it drives us, it gives us value. And so I think that our country needs that more, especially from our own Belizeans that are abroad, if that makes sense.
No, totally makes sense.
Right? I am madly in love with our country, and I'm so sad that I'm not there. But every day that I'm here, I realize that I need to give back in whatever way, form, or fashion. And so, after doing the Sankofa Mindset Dream Builder program with Wayne, the main thing was, well, how can we give back? And so he introduced the fact that the expo is coming up. And so I'm going to be giving or donating over 100 T-shirts for the expo itself. Um, my hope is that the funds will give back to our country, not just the funds, but just the thought of renewing our mind, right? I'm a Wesley College graduate, and one of the main things was may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. And so the daily devotions that I grew up with growing up in Belize is what I believe guides me to this day. And so before I left, we used to attend Zoe Ministry. I don't know if you guys know about Zoe Ministry. It was on the corner of Vernon Street and I think Lakeview. And that's where I met Wayne originally. And so when we reunited here in the States, it was like dynamic. And when I was able to sit down with him and do this 12-week program, I began to realize that, you know, that every day is new and a gift, and we need to be present and intentional, right? If that makes sense. And so as Belizeans, it's like my goal is to organize with Belizeans here and try to make sure that we give back, right? So there are a lot of jewels at home, right? That's where the treasure pot is. But we also want to have the jewels out here start to give back. And so whatever I can do, that's where my mindset is at, if that makes sense. I
Let me
hope I
say
answered
something
the
about
question.
the art that you'll be displaying. You're creating something specific as far as art for the exhibition.
Yes, what I'll be doing is giving. I created some T-shirts because I feel as though we're a walking billboard. Wherever we are, we're representing something, right? And so for folks who come to Belize and leave Belize, I would like them to also take a part of Belize with them and to know that they've been at a great place, that there's so much potential there. And even for Belizeans who are at home, I think that what can raise their spirits or show them value is to know that, our first governor general was a female, and that's something fantastic, to interact with the British Empire or England and to bestow that opportunity on her. Antonio Sabaranis and just the different the changes that happened when it came to labor activism and how that formed our country. And so, yeah, my goal is to highlight our history so that we can have to feel good about where we come from. I think that gets lost a little bit in the future or where we are currently. Did that make sense?
It absolutely
He's
does.
going to do some shirts and put
Yeah.
this with the image of the Governor General, Mr. Tabran. And who was the first millionaire in Belize?
Oh, that's Sir Isaiah Mortar. They called him the Coconut King.
Definitely. There's a whole statue for him in the Yabra area for sure. So,
yeah,
so,
the
wow.
statue is there.
Yeah. Well, Lloyd, it's definitely exciting to hear what your contribution is going to be looking like at the upcoming Sankofa Mastermind Summit. I look forward to meeting you. Hopefully you can join us on the couch too. But definitely, you bring such a great group of people, Wayne, to this conference.
Yeah.
And part of this conversation is to excite them to join this conference. So you already shared some details. The conference is going to be from November 29th to December 2nd. It's going to take place in between Belize City and Hopkins. But if anybody's tuning in, how can they get in touch with you to participate? Or can they sponsor anybody? How does that look like?
You know, I have some students at ACC because in 2023, my cousin who's in New York and the Anglican Diocese in New York, they have a scholarship program at ACC for some kids who can't afford it.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, I would love to give back and coach these kids. So for 2 years, virtually, I was coaching them.
All right.
And I told them 2 years ago, I said, I will be here for your graduation. So I remember coming and there was a big fundraiser at the Biltmore for the Anglican Diocese. And when I stepped in there and those kids saw me, I almost cried. And then they had sent me, I think you had showed it before, the clip where at the end of last year they were saying, thank you, Mr. Moody, for the part that you're playing. And even now, since September, I've been back and I go to Anglican Cathedral College on Tuesdays and Thursdays, still coaching these kids. And I would hope that I get a chance to come back and you sit with them and talk to them. I'm doing a project with them right now where I gave each of them some money and I said, make some money and in a month I'm going to get back my money. And they're creating an idea at school to make some money.
Nice.
So, but where sponsorship is needed is because it costs.
Yeah.
And I would love for these kids to go with the chaperone. I mean, I would wish a student from each high school be able to attend because you imagine being immersed in a situation where there are people who are positive because honestly, the energy that you're in impacts who you are.
Definitely.
And therefore, whether it's kind or whether it's cash, and my business that I established in Belize now is Life Coaching Limited. My bank is Heritage Bank. And if you want to make a contribution, hey, you can find Life Coaching Limited at Heritage Bank. And I've been impacting...
Is there a number of people that people can message to as well to find out more?
Well, they can message me, or they can actually message my right hand, my Bernard Panton. That young man is a serial entrepreneur.
Excellent.
And you can find him on social media. But let me see, because he's the one who
Or is it like a Facebook page? that
Well,
people can
my
be able to-
Facebook page is Wayne Moody, right?
Okay.
And my Instagram page is Wayne as Supermodel. You know, when I was living in the States, I left my job and I transitioned into having my own business. I was driving Uber. And I remember once one of my passengers said, man, you have that look, why don't you put it out there as a print model? I got a photographer who has done amazing work with people like Michael Jackson and amazing stars, and he did a photo shoot of me, and I created an Instagram page, and that's my page that I use, Instagram, Wayne as Supermodel. And again, if you'd love to, you can also reach Kevin. Kevin is a part of the summit.
Yeah, definitely.
He's the dream builder, and
Yes.
you know, it's amazing how things are coming together, but we do need support, because I'd love for these kids to be there. It has a cost. And I'm definitely this week going to be tapping into different resources because, you know, they say if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
And persistency and consistency is the key. And anyone that knows me knows that I have honestly been a world changer from the age of 18.
Excellent.
I started teaching at 7, 8 years old. I'd have school, grade the papers, and had school on West Street. My grandma used to live on West Street and George Street. And I mean, again, I've become who I am today. And when I started this process and becoming a life coach, because you know you have to create the dream that you would love.
Yeah.
And even before I had my first client, I said my dream is to coach the nation of Belize.
And so now we're looking at this great summit that's going to be happening ending of November. Yes. So we've put the Facebook page, your Facebook page, on the chat for people that want to contact, that want to donate, that want to learn more information. You can be free to message in Mr. Wayne on that and find out a little bit more too as well. As we're wrapping up the conversation, any final remarks?
I must say thanks to those who've actually been with me on the journey. Mentors and teachers, like I mentioned earlier, like Sir Colville Young, Mr. Vernon Carr, and people like Roy Boyne, my family, because my family has been there for me. My eldest sister, who you know well, Therese, and I can't say not mention Cassie. Cassie's watching right now, and Cassie's so in love with you. So, but my family, they're my rock, and then my community, the people who've actually been supporting me. I just want to say thank you so much, because I am who I am because of all the people that have been in my life. Even the people who have been a pain, they've been a part of my growth.
Exactly.
So, you know, we have what we call our sacred friends. And those are the people who cause us to expand. That's what the Dalai Lama says. The Chinese government is his sacred friends. But, you know, one of my mentor, Mira Morrissey, says, the content of my life is the curriculum of my evolution. So everything that I've been through have made me who I am today. I have no regret. I mean, I'm not the person I used to be. We have a history, but we're not our history.
Definitely.
We have a past, but we're not our past. But we can know where we are, and we can envision where we'd love to go. And dream building is not like a genie in a bottle. You got to do what you need to do to get there.
And it definitely takes time. So for persons that are loving what Wayne is saying right now, and they want to be able to have him be a life coach, they want to be able to go to this summit and be able to, you know, learn a little bit more, dive a little deeper, re-envision yourself, make sure you contact him. We've come to the ending of this segment, but we're going to go to our next commercial.
We thank you, Lloyd, for joining us.
As well.
And we look forward to your contribution today.
Yes, thank you so much for the shirts and everything that you've been doing too as well. We can't wait for you to be on this couch too as well one day too. We're going to hold you to that. And with that, guys, we're going to go to our next commercial break. But when we're back, we're diving into the Keepers Project, which we're going to be learning about a fun run and a cultural day event and all that soon. Stay tuned.
Let's look at that.
All right. On the one fun day on, the window open and the light may turn off. You look like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard here.
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter. They call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it for TV from a BL ad, you know.
Yes, man. They don't reach the money better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So now when you reach my area?
We're upgrading meters across Belize, house by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
The sleepless nights, the long days, the massive sacrifice. There is something in us that is not hypothetical. It has been tested and proven. This defiant, resilient spirit runs through the veins of our people. You come from a long line of fighters and heroes and heroines, and some of them are sitting right here in these bleachers. They had to do so much with so little to get you to where you are today. Success and titles and defeat are imposters. They don't last forever. Who you are deep down inside, now that's forever. Your family is forever. Your community is forever. Love is forever. So love deeply. Love people more than things. Love your family. Love your friends. Love your community. Love your country. Love yourself because you matter. Please give yourself a round of applause.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shirley Kelsel,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craft.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Good morning, Sunup on 7 family. Welcome back to your Monday episode. We're very excited about this episode and this conversation because we're going to be finding out more about the Keepers Project. And joining us on our couch, we have the secretary of the project, Ava Brackett, joining us. Ava, good morning.
Good morning.
How is your energy today?
It's good. It's good. The day is bright. It's a little cold in here, but I'm good.
It's a little cold in here.
You feel cold,
Oh
girl.
my
Maybe
gosh.
it's moving around.
Maybe it's that. Yeah.
I want that.
Because we were like, it's a little warm.
I was literally just telling Kevin, like, feel hot.
Well, Ava, thank you so much for joining us on the couch today to talk about the Keepers Project. We're very excited to find out more about it. There's also a cultural day event and a fun run that we're going to be talking about. We're also joined by Jade Martinez. And Jade, you're a two-time tuition scholarship recipient from the Keepers Project. We're going to find out more about you in a bit, but let's do a check-in. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling a bit nervous, but it will be good.
Great.
I love that.
Yeah, and being nervous is fine. You know, you're on television, you know, you're here with a group of people. Maybe it's your first time. Is it your first time on television?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that explains it. But we thank you so much for making the effort to join us today to talk a bit about how you've been a recipient and a beneficiary of the Keepers Project.
Yeah, so
Yes.
let's dive into the Keepers Project for persons that maybe have not heard the name before and we want to be able to be a little bit more abreast. And that helps them to know that they need to donate and give some money towards it.
And participate in the events that we're going to talk about. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that to us.
All right, so the Keepers Project is a community-based organization. We mainly deal with kids from 5 to, I believe right now we have 15. We try to enhance our kids with skills and just a proper way to bring themselves throughout their growth. So they have like entrepreneurship skills.
Nice.
We teach our kids beading. We did food preparation. We just try to teach them things so that they are able to progress good in Belize and stay away from, that gang life.
Wow.
So especially with our boys, because we have our boys now, I believe our boys are running for 2 years now. Because at first we were all the girls. So to sum it up, we're just trying to help kids, especially in our rural communities, to develop skills and be able to have a good chance in the work field.
Okay, and you say so it's in the rural communities.
Yes.
In which communities are you serving?
We are stationed in Mascal Village.
Okay.
So we are throughout that area. So we have Mascal, Lucky Strike, Boston, areas in there. And then I believe we also have one of our boys in Corazal. Then we have
Okay.
someone in Belize City. So right now, we started as just Mascal, but we said this is something really good for kids. So we're trying to branch out and
Alright.
reach other areas.
Wow, it's so good to hear that things are happening in Masculine and great initiatives like this where you say we're teaching you skills for you to improve yourself as a person and keep on growing, which is really beautiful.
Warms our heart.
Yeah. And so Jade is one of your beneficiaries from your
Yes.
scholarship program. Tell us how the scholarship program works.
The scholarship, at first, it was only for those going to high school. It's the whole tuition. The only thing we ask from them is that they keep their grades up. Because yes, we'll assist, but you have to keep your part, making sure your grades are there.
Of course.
So, and this year was the first time we gave a primary school student in standard 6 as well.
Nice.
So, this is her second time getting it because she's in second farm now. And her grades have always been excellent because we see report
Excellent
cards.
job, Jade. Yes.
Because we ask for report cards every semester.
Perfect.
And that's how we continue. We said to keep your scholarship, you have to keep those grades up because we're striving for excellence. So we want you to strive as well.
So Jay, let's bring you into the conversation. Tell us how it's been, now you're 2 times in with the scholarship. How has it been, having it and what has it done for you, really?
All right, so I'm very grateful for receiving this scholarship. It has helped me continue my education and has inspired me. It also has opened my mindset to my goals and has helped me to just stay on track. And as I said, it has inspired me to someday want to help others in need as well, just like how they have helped me.
Wow. I love that. I know we were talking to as well off the break that, you're possibly thinking about doing your major as business as
Yes,
well.
ma'am.
So that kind of aligns too, because, you guys go with the idea of entrepreneurship and so. And Jade, obviously, is doing her thing and might be able to go into business too. So, really happy to hear that.
Have you been participating in other programs from the Keepers Project?
Yes, I
Can you tell us
have.
about
I'm a very active member, and I love the Keepers Project. It's an amazing organization, and I love to take part in it.
Is there any particular thing that had been going on that you like the most?
Actually, there's a lot of activities. I love the activities. We go on tours, we go on trips, we do fun activities like the culture day, fun days, yes. And I mostly like the activities.
Wow.
Because I guess you have time to connect with other persons too.
Yes, ma'am. We get to socialize with others.
Love that. And so that's the same kind of note that we're bringing here. These are the things that help to build fundraisers. So talk to us a little bit about what's happening this weekend, because I understand we have another fun day, the one that Jade likes. So we do already have a good testimony that it's good. And so let's talk about that, and I think cultural day too, right?
Yes. We're combining 2 activities this year because we wanted to do a food round and we also had our annual culture day coming up. So we said we wanted to use the fun run as a hype up for the cultural day.
I see it.
So that'll be starting at the Sandhill Police Station and we'll be running in. Then at each village, they'll have a representative from each village joining us. So it's like the more you come, the more people joining in. And just because I said it's a fun run, it doesn't mean it's the full run. We still want to make it fun. So you can run to where you feel comfortable, then you can come in the bus where they'll have the music playing, the water, snacks, and then you can do a full package where you get one of these shirts. I came wearing it today.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
I designed it too.
All right. Congratulations.
Come true. Well, look at you, girl.
Keepers Project Unity in Motion.
Yes, because we said all of our activities, we want it to be unity, bringing people together, bringing the community together, especially with our kids. Because how we grew up is our community is like a family. So everybody helps everyone. So you have the package with the shirt, the water bottle, and registration. Or even if you don't want to run but still want to support, then you can still purchase the shirt, which is $25.
And the
So
registration is how much?
the registration is $10.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. So the run is the run, and we'll stop at Mascal. Then we'll give people time to just relax, calm down, change in their cultural outfit if they want. And then our culture day will start 1 o'clock. And here are some of the interesting first.
All right, tell us then.
We will be having Belize's Pocket Talk team come play the game for us right there. So that is something.
I didn't think about my side already, girl.
Yes, so they'll be playing the game for us. Then our guest speaker is Miss, I've been practicing her name all day so I don't mess it up. Felicia Cantun.
It's Felicita
Yeah,
Cantun,
I've been
yes.
practicing because I don't want to mess up her name.
almost got it. Great job.
It's almost there,
She was giving the title the teacher of culture, so we believe she was one of the perfect people for this day.
And she's amazing.
And then later in the day, we'll have a mini concert by Miss Ernestine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That will be later in the evening. And for those who are still not tired, then I believe there will be an after bash at Viennese, a place right close by. And then we have part 2 the next day.
Okay.
The continuation of the culture day. Still more like little groups with cultures and those things from it, foods, and just like a carry-on. Because, we're just trying to make it fun, fundraising. So that's our things we have for you guys. We are really excited for this event.
Look like you guys put a lot of thought into planning it too.
Definitely.
I look at how it encompasses something for everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that people are hearing this right now and they can be able to get on and on board too as well. The dates for this specifically, the run is on the Saturday?
Yes, the 25th.
And then the cultural day is the same day too as well?
Same day.
And 26th.
Okay.
And then the 26th, the cultural day just runs into it. Yes.
Exactly. So you get cultural day times 2 a little bit too.
Yes.
Which gives you a little bit more motion. And for persons that are listening to the conversation and they just want to donate because they really like to see what's happening, they're inspired how Jade story is and everything too as well, where can they donate or contact you guys?
They can contact us on our website because we do have a website, the Keepers Project Belize. Then you'll see the things we do, the different pictures, different events, and our contact is up there. Or you can also contact us on our social medias. The Keeper, this the Mascal Club on Facebook page.
Mascal Club.
That's the old name, but it doesn't want us to change it. It's the Mascal Club on Facebook, then the Keepers Project on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Very
and all
good.
of those have our contacts, and you'll be able to see things that we've already done.
I love it. Wow, Eva, thank you so much for joining us today on Sunup on 7 to give us all these details about this exciting event that's taking place on Saturday the 25th and 26th, which is this weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend.
So you start with a run, then you're going to go into the culture day for day 1 and day 2. There's even a concert waiting for you. So definitely exciting things are happening at Mascal this weekend. Wish you all the best in this event as we wrap up. Jade, can you please send out an invitation to our viewers that are tuned in to come to this run, to come to the Culture Day event and support the initiatives of the Keepers Project?
Okay, sure. You should guys all come and support the activities we'll be having. Join us in, have fun, and just be yourself.
I love it.
love
Thank
that.
you so much for that. Yeah.
And congratulations on doing what you're doing and being an inspiration too as well for people that are in the chat or seeing what you're doing too as well.
Yes.
So, and continue the great work for people. We've put the website as well as the Facebook page in the chat for you guys to connect and serve and donate and make sure you're part of the great change that we're doing in Masca. Because like Kevin said, we're really glad to see that those villages are being touched and that they're being seen too as well. So we want to continue to keep the push going and see how we can spread even more, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
So with that, guys, we're going to go to our next commercial break. And when we are back, we talk to the Baseball Federation of Belize, talking about their upcoming games abroad and assistance that they need from you. Stay tuned.
That is true.
Hi, have you heard about the expungement of criminal records? Well, as of August 1st, 2024, the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act allows for you to apply to have certain criminal charges permanently erased from your record. Isn't that amazing? So, what makes you eligible to apply for expungement? The offense must qualify for expungement based on Schedule 2 and 3 of the law. You must meet the applicable rehabilitation period. This is the time period you must wait before you can apply. The applicant must not have any outstanding matters or have had any other convictions during the rehabilitation period. You can qualify for automatic expungement for certain first-time drug offenses, as well as COVID-related offenses. So, what are the benefits of expungement? Well, it broadens employment and educational opportunities that a criminal record would normally hinder.
It gives you a peace of mind, away from the stigma of having a criminal conviction, and provides you with access to services that may be otherwise restricted.
If you have a past criminal conviction, here's what you can do to get it expunged. First, verify if you qualify for expungement. Then, prepare the application package. Each package consists of 2 forms. Applications are available countrywide. You then make a non-refundable payment of $100 at your nearest Treasury Department and finally submit the package and payment receipt to any Ministry of Human Development office countrywide. Note, applicants will receive a notification within 90 days to see if their application was approved or denied. So, if you are interested, visit any Human Development office countrywide, any magistrate court, or the Ministry of Home Affairs office in Belmopan. For more information, you can call 227-2716 or you can WhatsApp 613-0343.
There are so many people who are proud of you. Your parents, your guardians, your aunts, your uncles, your siblings, faculty, and friends. They are there too. They share in this achievement. Please give them a bigger round of applause. Graduates, you have a sacred duty, a generational responsibility even. You have to honor those who came before you by standing taller, stronger, go farther, go further, go harder. But stand together for one another. And lastly, but certainly not least, thank God, always call to Him. He will be there for you.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corzal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the 2nd floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
My beautiful people, welcome back to your Monday episode of Sun Up on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata and I into your space and our guests that come through today's episode. We have an exciting conversation because we have our friends from the Baseball Federation of Belize planning an upcoming tour to the 8th annual World Comes to the Palm Beaches tournament that's going to take place in Florida. Today we're going to find out details about this event. But what's more important is that they need your assistance to make this event happen. So joining us on our couch, we have Chief Marketing Strategist Lucien Dawson joining us. Lucien, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
We did do good today.
We did do good today?
But not like the last time.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lucien, so tell us who's with you here today?
All right, so I have beside me Mr. President Carlian Flores. We have in the back Mr. I forget the name. Terrell Brooks, and he said Jarrell, that's why.
All right.
What the name?
And Jeremy. Both of them are players behind me.
Very well. So, Carlin, let's talk about this upcoming event. Give us some details about it.
Yeah, so this event is the 8th annual World Come to the Palm Beaches event. It features countries from all over the world, literally. I think there are about 50 teams thus far that had registered. The founder of the tournament is Mr. Mario Signorillo.
Okay.
He's a Hispanic. He's the president of the Caribbean Baseball Organization.
Nice.
We became affiliated, I think, sometimes in 2020 during the pandemic. I've met him once in Miami in 2021. I think it was, in 2021. We traveled there for another it's called the Power Showcase. We took a Belizean, Southside youth per se to participate. It was the first time Belize participated there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so Mario lived in the Florida area, and so he said, let us meet up. So we met in person for the first time.
Very good. So it's good to hear that I already have that foot in.
Right.
Right.
Definitely.
So the event is coming up and it's this Wednesday. Or this Wednesday you're supposed to travel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not even travel tomorrow. Like the thing on a Wednesday.
That is true.
Tomorrow, that Tuesday.
That
Don't
is
even
true.
travel tomorrow.
Yeah, and this is going to be in Palm Beach.
In Palm Beach, Florida.
Yeah, because some viewers are already asking, we're part of Florida because they're ready to go and support Belize. Yeah, but we need support, right, to make this happen. So tell us what kind of support is needed.
Well, we need plane tickets. We need finance for the plane tickets as well as for the hotel. I just want Belizeans to understand we have been doing some fundraising.
Very well.
We have reached out to so many businesses. We have reached out to politicians. And those things are not been coming forth as we would have liked for them to be.
Right.
And that's why we are here. The thing is, we have already made registration. We have already paid our registration fee, which is $1,000 US, 2,000 Belize dollars.
Wow.
Belize is already on the schedule to play. I don't think it is right for us to just leave that on the table.
I hear you.
I also want to say that will disrupt our networking and relationship if we don't participate. In the letter that we received, every team received this letter. It's stipulated therein that our failure to participate will result in our national team being banned for 3 years.
Wow.
The tournament, the director is very strict on this because it's a development process and we want to foster relationships around the world. It is also sanctioned by the World Baseball Softball Confederation, so this is very important for Belize to participate. We sat down with the minister about a month ago. We explained this to him explicitly, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Sport. And we expected at least by this time he would have come forth with something, and that hasn't materialized.
Wow, that's
and so that's where we are.
Man, and so how much are we in the hole? That's what I would call it for us, because we need to make sure we can actually catch this flight. And so I'm thinking about buying plane tickets, literally the day before, which makes it...
So the ideal number that we're looking at is around 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah, so that is for 7 persons to travel from Belize. And then we'll have players coming in from the diaspora meet us there.
Okay.
So that is why we're only taking 5 players from Belize this time, because part of the national team will be from the diaspora who are paying their way. And so it would be regrettable if we would fail on our end because everybody has already on that side committed. And when we say committed in the international realm, you guys will know tickets are already bought and have already been purchased and hotels has already been booked on that side. But we need to do our part as well. We can't be a nation that continuously just beg.
Right.
We need to empower, and one key aspect to this as well is that we're actually networking with some colleges during this time where we're trying to advocate for some of the guys like Terrell behind me to actually attend college in the U.S. on a baseball scholarship or something of that sort. So it's not just playing the sport, it's also giving opportunities as well. So it's what we're saying is not just, okay, give with $20,000. It's an investment that we're trying to thing. And I just want to get in my feelings a little bit because I just find it very interesting that under the government there is an leadership intervention unit, which in my opinion is a band-aid to the problem. Why not invest in something that can prevent it from carrying on further? Exactly. And that is what baseball has done. I mean, if you question these guys, you will hear the transformation, what the sport has given them, you know, and I want them to speak for themselves as to what baseball has done for them personally, but it has been a transformation. And most of the players that we have comes from challenged areas, those areas where are targeted most, where a lot of the projects are written for. Oh, we need to reach at-risk youth. I don't know if they use that now again, but I hear that terminology is banned when in proposal writing now. But back when I was doing projects, it was at-risk youths. A lot of projects have been written for at-risk youths, but we actually want to do something that will impact them, give them education. You know, I was listening to an attorney who said, I grew up impoverished on her Facebook Live, and she said, my way out was education. Why not expand that more, education? And it's not just playing the sport, but the sport opened the doors. I mean, we have seen where athletes, I have one of my friends who was in the States because of the doors that were open because of sports, right? And he's in the States now pursuing his doctorate degree.
Yeah, Lucia, thank you so much for putting the emphasis on the importance that sports can play in transforming the lives of students. It's also like interesting that you are the Baseball Federation of Belize and the minister in charge of the sports sector in the country has not, positively responded to your request to be able to assist you in participating. So if
we have been requesting.
The minister is tuned into this
we
conversation,
have been requesting around from since May, and the sad part is even the private sector not even respond, not even give her the bid, not even say, dog, no, we don't have no money for, no. Sorry for me sound so raw, but
there's supposed to be a level of decency
it's a frustrating process, so sorry for saying
so. Let's get the players into the conversation, Ren, and just quickly...
Yeah, so I guess, Tara, I'm going to ask you to jump in. Talk to us a little bit about, how has baseball really transformed our life and why people need to make sure they donate so that we can be able to have you guys on your flight tomorrow. Sorry.
Okay, well, baseball really changed my life, a way I never really understand. When I was young, I used to play baseball and watch it, and then I like, this sport really good, I could become something, but I never really realized that until we went to Bahamas last year. When we went to Bahamas and I saw the other way, the kids were playing. Like when I was in Belize, I was already good. I thought I was great enough, but when I went there, I saw that I wasn't even close.
There you go.
So when I came back, I came practice. I got exposure. I got better. I had a sports scholarship for college and University of Belize. I had that. Nice. So I can say I was getting better. And when I went to this year, Miami, I made major improvements. I got better, I got on the base. I was better pitching, batting. Well, the feeling wasn't as good, I have to be honest. The feeling wasn't as good, but when in Bahamas, there was this coach that told me, you know, keep on going, keep on doing it. So when I met him in Miami, he told me that I was getting better, and that's stuff that I like to see.
Definitely, it's motivating for you.
Yeah, it's motivating because in Belize, there isn't many motivation in here. There's people that just are, you know, I always try to bring you down when you get better.
Yeah.
So also I like out there so like people motivate to people who get better.
Yeah. Jeremy, tell us, how do you feel about, you know, the game that's going to be playing in Miami? And of course, reach out to our viewers to support the travel.
Yeah, to be honest, when we got a Fort Myers, guys, when we got Fort Myers, my first time we gone, what I could tell you, I never really perform where I may expect. Like when Big say, we think we good, but when we reach out there, we see real competition.
I love it. And that's really good exposure.
Beach, I feel I got something for sure. Good coaches there that I come back and I improve for my batting.
Very good. All right. So if anybody's tuning into this conversation and they want to contribute to the purse to make this event happen, can you give us some details on how they can...
Okay, so they can reach out to myself. They can WhatsApp me or message me at 610-5461, or our president, the same thing, message or WhatsApp. It's 605-2810. You can message our Facebook page, which is the Baseball Federation of Belize. You can reach out to that way, and then we can get you details on how you can make a transfer, or we could meet up with you if you have a donation to give us. I just want to say that for 2026, we're also in plans of developing a new prospectus of partnership for businesses. Yeah, so.
Definitely. So we're in a tight schedule, but we do believe in one way or another miracles can happen, right? So anybody that's tuned into this conversation, you already have contact information how to get in touch with the representatives of the Belize, the Baseball Federation of Belize, to go to the 8th annual World Comes to the Palm Beaches tournament. Also, there's folks in the diaspora that maybe can contribute. Host you at their house, I don't know, something can happen where you can just ensure that you make it.
I don't know how much time I have left, but I would like to say something regarding that. When we traveled to Fort Myers, the majority of the funding came actually from the diaspora. We really didn't get anything from Belize, to be honest. We had a GoFundMe page, and this guy, Oscar, you know, Oscar is a Belizean American. He played a very significant role in actually helping us raising funds. He put together some, you know, Garinago artists, you know, in the Los Angeles area of, you know, in America, and they put together like a car wash, and they perform for at least 6 hours.
Look at that.
Yes, and that's how we end up getting the funds. It's unfortunate because the fund that we took, this is a reality, we took some funds to purchase food for the young people. I think it was about $900 US, but we ended up using that for hotel fee because we fell short with the hotel fee. Some people didn't come forth with their commitments. So those are the realities our young people face out there.
Definitely.
Also at home.
Yeah.
So again, for people out there that would like to support, we have to get these plane tickets out and get these gentlemen out tomorrow for the competition on Wednesday. You can contact the Baseball Federation of Belize. Is there a phone number that people could contact to as well?
610-5461 or 605-2810.
610 what?
610-5461 or 605-2810.
Okay, so we thank you so much for joining us. We're going to stay tuned, you know, crossing fingers and putting prayers up for this trip to happen, because like you said, it's very important for you to get the exposure as athletes to this competition, but also it's very important for the federation also to stay you know, strong to your commitment of participating in this event. So you already have the contact information for the representatives here of the Baseball Federation of Belize for you to support them in their travels. And when it's time for us to wrap up the show, so we're going to thank the Keepers Project, Ava Brackett and Jade Martinez, joining us today to talk about their event that's taking place on Saturday 25th and 26th, starting at the Sand Hill Police Station for the run and ending up at the Culture Day in Mascal Village. We also had life coach Wayne Moody joining us to talk about the Sankofa Mastermind Summit taking place from November 29th to December 2nd. And
of course, we have the Baseball Federation of Belize coming in, and they need to go to their tournament that's happening this Wednesday right here. And we're asking you guys to be able to donate. We put 2 numbers in the chat as well as their Facebook page, which is the Baseball Federation of Belize. You can be able to contact them to see how you can be able to donate. And let's try our best to be able to make sure that they make it to their trip too as well. The commitments and the opportunities for these players. Putting them on the right track so they can do their thing.
Definitely.
But with that, guys, we're going to be ending off the show, and we're going to be sending you off on a Montabulous Monday. See you back here tomorrow for our Montabulous Tuesday. My brother and myself. Take care and be safe.
See you. Bye.
A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes up